reflective sunglasses. A woman with defined abs pushes ahead of him with a smug grin. She wears a crop top emblazoned with the name Cage on her chest. Liu Kang's army stands ready. A character select screen appears. The hero gazes up the pyramid steps. Liu Kang's army stands ready behind him. Before them lies a giant stepped pyramid. Two parallel staircases run all the way to the top, and a gap between them opens to a deep chasm. Statues of muscular creatures flank the stairs. From the pyramid's apex, Titan Shang Tsung glares down his nose at the army.
No tienes escapatoria, Samsung. No puedes esconderte. Nos hemos aliado para librar a todas las líneas temporales de tu maldad. El peligro que representas termina hoy.
Liu Kang, pareces muy seguro de que la batalla terminará a tu favor.
Esto no tiene otro final. Porque en todas las líneas temporales, el arco de la historia tiende hacia la justicia.
¿Tú crees? En esta línea temporal se inclina hacia mí.
Titan Shang Tsung conjures fiery magic. He blasts it into the air and it coalesces into a portal.
Liu Kang, contempla el infierno que desato sobre ti.
Hundreds of skulls spill out of the portal, forming a grisly path for a Titan Quan Chi. He holds his arms out wide as he leads dozens of dark fighters onto the pyramid. Shang Tsung gestures toward them and smirks at Liu Kang. Far below, Liu Kang's eyebrows knit together and his lips press into a hard frown. The Dark Army joins Titan Shang Tsung, including a gold-armored Raiden with an amulet on his belt and a Havik wearing armor made of meat and bone. Titan Shang Tsung holds up his hand. The Dark Army charges. Liu Kang's army ascends the steps to meet them, led by Liu Kang and alternate timeline versions of Sindel, Baraka, and General Shao. Halfway up the steps, the two forces clash. Liu Kang strikes a Dark Quan Chi, while a Dark Kenshi kicks an alternate reptile into the chasm between the stairs. The hero pounces on a Dark Raiden, striking him down. They dodge a swipe from Dark Kung Lao, then knock him into the chasm. The Dark Baraka rushes them, but the hero parries and counters him. Further ahead, they block a roundhouse kick from a Dark Sub-Zero and stun him with a palm strike to his face. The hero dodges his ice missile, then spin kicks him to the ground.
Prepárate para el descuartizamiento.
Fight!
The hero barrels up the steps and slide kicks an opponent aside. A new opponent leaps in.
No tienes ninguna esperanza contra un Shaolin.
Fight!
The hero flees, punching a Dark Kenshi. A new opponent leaps from a ledge and attacks the hero.
Me parece presuntuoso que pienses que puedes ganar.
Fight!
beings uses an eye laser to slice a fighter in half. She charges the hero, slashing with a knife. She attempts to use her eye laser on the hero, but they push her aside. A new challenger advances on her.
No se puede luchar bajo una lluvia cegadora. Fight!
Several levels above, Goro leaps down to the hero and sends them flying with a hammer strike. 3 Johnny Cages square up against Goro. One in a muscle shirt, one dressed like a mime, and the third is the woman in a crop top. The mime cage mouths a scream. The 3 cages disarm Goro, but he catches a kick from Mime Cage and flings him into the chasm. The remaining 2 cages stun Goro with kicks. The muscle shirt cage gently pushes him over the chasm's edge. The 2 cages flash a thumbs up and finger guns to the hero. Goro claws over the edge and drags them both down. A new opponent
No
saunters
es
up.
rival para el mío. Fight!
The hero ascends toward 4 of Shang Tsung's fighters. A bladed blue fan extends across their paths.
Permíteme.
Titan Katana stabs one fighter in his chest, then blocks gunfire from a woman in high-tech armor. Under fire, Titan Katana advances enough to stab her. She slices off the other fighter's leg, then leaps to decapitate the final armored woman. Her head rolls down the stairs, landing at the feet of the hero.
Gracias, Kitana.
De nada. Rápido. No
She's knocked aside.
No es inteligente combatir contra una mega estrella. Fight!
Beneath the hero's feet trembles. They dodge a strike from a Dark Raiden at the last moment, leaping up to dangle from a chain. Dark Raiden throws a bladed hat to slice it. Dark Raiden intersperses attacks with the bladed hat and red lightning before the hero manages to counter. They shove the Dark Raiden through a flaming brazier and he catches on fire. He falls over the edge. A new challenger approaches the hero.
Luchemos en Mortal Kombat. Fight.
The hero dashes onward.
Ayúdame, Quan Chi.
Together, the Titans conjure a fireball with their magic. They throw it down the steps. The hero dodges narrowly, and the fireball continues downward to obliterate several fighters from both arms. 3 Dark Molinas emerge, charging with their size. The hero stands and manages to grab the wrists of the first Molina. They slash at the other 2 with rapid weapons. The hero hero stabs one Melina in her abdomen, then uses the two captured sides to stab the first Melina in her neck. The final Melina leg sweeps the hero and pins them down. She stabs down with her sides, and the hero pushes back against her wrists.
Test your might.
The hero twists Dark Melina's blades to shove through her eye sockets. She collapses, her snarling face slackening. The Titan Shang Tsung and Quan Chi begin conjuring more magic when their counterparts charge them from behind. A light Shang Tsung exchanges blows with the Titan Quan Chi. He and light Quan Chi then switch opponents and each manages to knock down his Titan double. Light Shang Tsung.
Corre, Liu Kang. Ya casi estás.
The Titans magically rip the souls out of light Quan Chi and Shang Tsung. They both collapse.
Es lamentable que me obligues a hacer esto.
Fight.
Head held high, the hero walks toward the stair, but a new opponent descends to meet them.
Fight.
Es solo un poco más, Liu Kang. Sígueme.
Together, they charge up the remaining steps until they reach the pyramid's apex, a broad platform shot through with glowing green cracks. Crumbling statues loom over its corners, and Titans Shang Tsung and Quan Chi stand waiting.
Tu defensa ha fracasado, Sansón. Es el fin.
No creo que sea así.
Date cuenta, hechicero, de que te lo has buscado tú mismo. La avaricia y el ego han sido tu ruina de nuevo. No tenemos otra opción que exterminarte.
Eres tú quien va a ser erradicado. Tú y tus seguidores. Y en cuanto estéis muertos, todas las líneas temporales serán mías.
With a sneer, Titan Shang Tsung charges the hero. Liu Kang rushes at Titan Quan Chi simultaneously. Titan Shang Tsung spin kicks the hero's chest, knocking them to the ground. Titan Shang Tsung rushes to join the fight against Liu Kang. Together, he and Titan Quan Chi gain ground. Liu Kang manages to twist Titan Shang Tsung's arm, but takes a kick to the face in return. He squares up against his opponents. They charge him. Liu Kang jabs Titan Shang Tsung's jaw, and axe kicks him to the ground. He then sends Titan Quan Chi tumbling with a jumping roundhouse kick. Titan Shang Tsung regains his footing and resumes his assault. Liu Kang encloses his fists with blue and red flames, but Titan Shang Tsung manages to redirect the fire at the last moment. Liu Kang manages to back Titan Shang Tsung to the edge of the pyramid. Titan Quan Chi stands and conjures a giant green serpent which ensnares Liu Kang. It coils around him, constricting tightly as it flicks a forked tongue. The hero gets to their feet, straightens, and marches toward the Titans. Titans Quan Chi and Shang Tsung strut toward the hero, their capes fluttering delicately in the breeze.
Tu posición es precaria. Para sobrevivir vas a tener que someterte.
Sí. La pregunta que debes hacerte es, si Liu Kang no acabó con nosotros, ¿cómo vas a poder hacerlo tú?
Fight.
Liu Kang runs up to the hero.
Y eso que me llamaron a mí el elegido. Me alegra estar a la altura de tu ejemplo. ¿Puedo? Has hecho más que suficiente. Permíteme que acabe con esto.
With a stiff jaw and piercing eyes, Liu Kang walks to the motionless bodies of Titan Shang Tsung and Quan Chi. He motions wide circles with his hands, conjuring fire magic. The souls of the two defeated Titans twirl up into the cloudy sky. The hero stands at Liu Kang's back, gazing up at the dissipating light.
Que sea la última vez que te vemos.
Liu Kang and the hero stumble.
Kang, ¿qué ocurre? La línea temporal, sin Samsung para mantenerla unida, se desmorona. Debes volver a tu línea temporal antes de que esta desaparezca.
Liu Kang conjures a portal.
Gracias por tu ayuda, Liu Kang. Ojalá volvamos a encontrarnos.
Swirling red and blue fire magic swallows the hero up, engulfing them in the portal. In Madame Beau's tea house, Raiden pours a steaming cup of tea for Liu Kang. Johnny, Kenshi, and Kung Lao sit with them.
En serio, los escenarios que hemos encontrado aquí son oro. Mirad bien eso. ¿Los colores de esas montañas no parece que sean del mundo exterior?
No puedo creer que vayas a contar nuestra historia, de cómo derrotamos a Shang Tsung.
Bueno, el estudio cree que es ficción, no realidad. Pero no me importa mientras entre en el presupuesto.
¿Y serás el protagonista?
No, yo detrás de la cámara, guionista y director. Es hora de que gente más joven y guapa dé el paso. Oíd, he escrito papeles para vosotros. Si queréis.
¿Nosotros? ¿En pantalla?
A ver, secundarios. Pero como suelen decir, no hay ningún papel pequeño.
Gracias, Johnny. Pero debemos rehusar. ¿Pero Raiden? Los aprendices llegan mañana. Debemos regresar al Gushi para comenzar su entrenamiento.
Por supuesto, tienes razón.
¿Y tú qué, Takahashi? Un espadachín ciego. Ningún actor puede hacer lo que tú haces.
Me encantaría. Pero lo de revivir a los Taira está empezando a funcionar. No puedo parar ahora.
To Liu Kang.
A ti mejor ni te pregunto. Siempre estás hasta arriba.
Así es, Johnny Cage. Y por eso debo marcharme ahora.
¿Al mundo exterior? ¿Vas con la emperatriz?
Entre su padre y su hermana, Milena está recibiendo sabios consejos. Y con los hechiceros y el general en prisión, casi no corre peligro.
Entonces, ¿qué pasa?
Solo estoy afianzando nuestras defensas. Como sabes, Bi-Han y los Lin Kuei han dejado sus roles como guardianes de la Tierra. Su hermano Kuai Lian ha aceptado crear un clan nuevo, los Shirai Ryu, en su lugar. Tengo que ayudarles a lograrlo.
¿Hay algo que podamos hacer?
Aún no, pero contaré con vosotros cuando llegue la hora. Señora Bo, como siempre nos ha dado una comida excelente.
Es muy amable por tu parte.
Disfrutad del resto de la tarde. Y gracias a todos. Habéis sido unos grandes campeones.
No, Liu Kang. Gracias a ti. Juntarnos contigo ha cambiado radicalmente nuestras vidas.
A warm smile stretches across Liu Kang's face.
Estoy contento.
With a nod, he leaves. Madame Beau surveys her remaining patrons.
Bien, señores. Si habéis terminado, solo queda una cosa por hacer. ¿Quién quiere recibir las malas noticias?
The bill.
Yo no. Aún sigo en menos 3 millones, consento. ¿Cómo está tu cartera, Takahashi?
Bien llena. Pero parece problema de nuestros anfitriones.
¿Creéis que tenemos dinero?
Los Shaolin somos sumitrash.
Tranquilo, paisano.
As Liu Kang exits the warmly lit tea house into a blue dusk, his smile lingers.
Los reinos están en buenas manos.
own stunts. Mess around and hit me, you probably get blown up. I've been hot enough here to throw up the whole sun. Cut a man in half, write my name in his own blood. Everybody dies, you probably gon' never learn from it. Pop them in the sky till they never gon' get a turn from it. Burn stomachs cutting like my blade is immortal. Bitch, open a portal, I slice you till your parts out of order. Your head and your torso, I murder your gore. You got a death wish. Keep my hat spinning, I'm watching them get their neck split. Toxic, boxed it. You ain't gonna block this. Perfect every legend and sonically outfoxed them. You came to win the tournament, I'm ripping out your vertebrae. We came to be the worthiest murderer, and every murderer who wanted you got it. I leave them freezing to death, so tell me you next so I can put the spear in their chest.
How many of us get a second chance? How many of us get to say goodbye? If we could do it all once again, I'd have you right here by my side. Oh, right here by my side.
Some say we could be defeated. I'ma call it Kenshi. We ain't ever seen it. Hit you with an X-ray. Real orthopedic. Now it's time to take your spine out. You ain't gon' need it where we're going. Both legs broken, head split open. Blood starts flowing. Watch your soul get stolen. This human is smoking. You wanna try again, bruh? Insert a token. Now we be unmatched when it comes to endurance. Spit hot fireworks, burn like a furnace. Cook your epidermis, yo, I hope you got insurance, because losing all your limbs is a frequent occurrence. Ain't no doubt we're the #1 team. We got Elder God power in our bloodstream. We be crushing, brains erupting, obscene. Way we cut things, you could call this a cutscene.
How many of us get a second chance? How many of us get to press rewind? If we could do it all once again, I'd have you right here by my side. Oh, right here by my side.
From a pile of corpses, Ali May's dead eyes stare blankly. Vultures gather at the base of the pyramid, picking at the bloody remains. On the steps, a pair of black boots flexes. Their owner lies on his back, struggling to push himself up the bloodied stone stairs. Dark Jax, a black man with both his arms severed off, grimaces as he tilts his head back. 4 figures descend the pyramid steps. Twisted versions of Tanya, Kenshi, and Quan Chi are led by Havik. Tanya whips out bladed hand fans. Ice engulfs Quan Chi's fists. Havik holds a spiked mace and looks down at the trembling Dark Jax.
Míralo, aferrándose a la vida. Incluso ahora se revuelve.
Los que han luchado hoy lo han hecho fieramente.
Havik dangles his mace over Dark Jax's head. He drops it.
Si no lo hubiera visto por mí mismo, no habría creído que fuera posible. Guerreros de todas las líneas temporales, batiéndose en combate. La sangre, la muerte, el caos.
Sí, Lord Havik. Es una pena que todo terminase tan rápido.
The exposed tendons of Havik's cheek stretch as his eyes narrow.
La próxima vez será distinto.
I'm from different worlds, figurative and literal. Standing in opposition to the God that I have risen to can cause you harm in the physical as well as mystical. While praying on the vices that I gotta be disposition to. Flawless victory, my record's solid gold. But if we got a common foe, he gotta go. I'm down the road, full contact, but well versed in combat. Violence, we stay around that. This fight here is the soundtrack. Just takes a simple bit of pride instead of differences aside, instead of ripping out your eyes. But this isn't a surprise, I got no time, and my patience is in limited supply. I'm unwell, so cold like when the sun fell. You want help? We come together just like the one realm. This war's endless, rest partially mended. Fatalities to friendships, now we gotta end this.